We'll start it up. How's it going, everybody? And welcome back to the Nightmare Arcade. Tonight we're going to be doing some drift. I have a drift session at CarX Street. I had some fun playing with the CRN, the Crown, the other night. So I've been spinning the back of my head. So I'll take it back out to the mountain and sling it around a little bit. So let's go ahead and get started. We're listening to a Ninja Turtles soundtrack. Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, the original soundtrack, and a synth remix. So I loved that game growing up, dude. We used to every Thursday night, my family, my mom, me and my brother, and a friend of mine's family would all go to Crazy Wings. They would eat wings and do karaoke, and my brother, and him and his brother would sit there and play the Ninja Turtles, man, all the damn night. We did that every Thursday night for like a year. It was fantastic. It was awesome. So anyway, there's my little story behind the Ninja Turtles. Anyway, all right. What's everybody doing tonight? Everybody's doing good. All right, let's get some warm-ups in. Okay. So, dude. Ah, shit. Oh, wow. All right. Shit. Bam. Oh, lame. Yeah, look at this. This needs. Whoa! Oh. Spun it. All right. We got full gas. We're gonna go in and mess with the brakes a little bit. Fuck. Oh shit! I thought I was gonna hit it. Oh no! It tapped that rear end. Come on. No, damn it, man. That spot I was drifting at the other night. I haven't drifted over here. Was it right here, right? Yeah, it was right here. Okay. Yeah. I leveled up again? Level up. I think I don't ever use that Porsche. Okay. So let's see. Oh no! That fucking post! Who put that there? Alright, let's try second gear. Oh, I missed. I didn't miss it. Oh no! Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's hit up one more spot. Oh, too soon. I let off too soon. I'm used to the Chevelle doing that. Guess we're gonna go wide. No, I guess we're gonna go to the wall. Tap. I think I was doing some gymkhana with this car. Oh, did you? I ended up adding Primal Strike into my into the build just on a cooldown. So I ended up going back to the I managed to get the Racket Jack the drop before I hit 94, so that was nice, but I decided to go into the with Primal Strike in the end, and I ended up going back to the Spark Thrower. Yeah, well, I was trying to use Counter-Strike because, you know, it was changed, but with that build, you know, if I'm not going to be in the thick of it, there's just no reason for Counter-Strike, you know? So, bumped a few points into Primal Strike. I got to 100 right outside of Malmouth, or we just got to out of the void going to Malmouth. So I'll be heading into the actual city
But I want to get a drift session in first. We'll get back to Grim Dawn in a little bit. And I was talking, think about it, and when Renan was in the chat earlier, and I think before I do another build, I think I'm going to start Last Epoch up. Go ahead and start getting ready for the season because it's on the 26th. And I still did, since I didn't play a whole lot in that last season. That's better. That's better. I don't really remember how the season mechanics work. So I'm gonna need a refresher. So I'm probably gonna start up some Last Epoch. Because I was in second gear, that's why. No. What you up to tonight, Reggie? Just playing Grim Dawn? Oh yeah. So Game Pass has got the Pixel Remaster for Final Fantasy 2 and 3 on it now. The two that I did not play. Reasons for not playing? Well, they weren't available in my country when those games were coming out. Are they bad? Are 2 and 3 bad? That's what Kibbit said. He said 2 sucked. He said he didn't like the systems in 2. And he said 3 was better, but too much micromanagement. I heard the word micromanagement. And if Kibbit says too much micromanagement, you gotta be scared. Oh, yeah. All right, let's get back on this line. See, I like the ones with the job systems, though, so that's why I think that I would like it a little bit, but because I really enjoyed 5 and Shattered Dimensions. Did you ever play Shattered Dimensions? I think it was on mobile only. But man, it was awesome. I liked that one quite a bit. I think we've talked about it before. The only thing that I disliked about it was by the time you're like finally getting leveled up, you're like, oh man, I'm trying to be cool shit. They're like, all right, next party, they suck. Level them up. Oh, damn it! I suck again. I played that game on the bus. Went up to the resort. They had free busing throughout the entire city, and so, dude, nobody drove their own cars around that shit, dude. So I just take the bus, and you know, we're talking about a resort town, so we're not talking about like Chicago type buses here. We're talking like legit, like safe fucking buses. You don't got to worry about getting fucking stabbed in the neck on one of these, you know. And that was I played it on my bus rides. It took me about 2 months to get through it, but I enjoyed it. I actually kind of look forward to playing it on the bus sometimes. I played at home at sometimes too. Like, I forget, I was playing something else at the same time. I think I was playing The Witcher 3. Yeah, I was playing The Witcher 3. I was playing The Witcher 3 and Final Fantasy Dimensions at the same time. Because The Witcher 3 had some long ass cutscenes. Not that they were terrible. It's just, you know, I could find my way through a dungeon and fight off some battles. Speaking of Kibitz, what's up, dude? Yeah, did you buy anything tasty? Or did you buy the normal crap that we've gotten used to in our daily life? Yeah, dude, so, all right. I try to, but I can't. My girlfriend she can't help herself. She was depressed the other night and she was thinking about Heidi, right? And she decided she wanted something sweet. She couldn't decide what she wanted. So she ordered like basically the whole goddamn grocery store. I came in and there was like cream pies and Star Crunches and 2 boxes of cookies. I'm like, what the fuck? She's like, I couldn't help it. I'm like, God damn it, you know I've got no self-control. I gotta keep it away from me, dude, for real. No, but you know, she was grief buying, so you know. Yeah, hey, after you haven't eaten like pizza for a while, yeah, dude, you put that on your stomach, it will fuck you up, dude. All that grease and shit. They were talking about, I don't know, that we had these school pizzas when I was in school. It wasn't even high school, it was just school in general. And they were like the squares, like the rectangles. And we used to have to like sop up the grease with paper towels before you could eat that shit, man. And they're like, oh, that was the best shit. I'm like, no, it wasn't, dude. It was fucking disgusting. I was like, it tasted like plastic with cheese seasoning, and it was nothing but fucking grease. Yeah. I mean, Kimmich, you literally could hold it like this and it would just drip off the pizza, dude. It was just so... Oh my God. It was so bad. And that was the shit they were feeding us in school, man. I think my money going to cigarettes was a healthier choice than eating that shit. You know, back when a pack of cigarettes cost $3 and your lunch was at $3.25. So, Retcha, how did they go about doing school lunches with your daughter in school? I mean, I know you're Canadian, so they probably fed them. They probably got fed for free, right? Or did they have like a lunch program? It's an option. Was the food options pretty bad? It's not free. I got a good old comedy sitting on my to watch list that I'll probably do tomorrow. It's Strange Brew. It's a good beer, yeah? Oh shit, very little. Oh yeah. Well, I just remember, so the way that ours worked in my school was basically the way that my mom would do it when she found out I was using the money for cigarettes, she would write a check to the school for a school lunch, and I could go up and give them a check for like, it was X amount of dollar per week or whatnot. And they would give me a lunch card that they would punch. But by that time, by the time I was in high school, that was middle school. By the time I was in high school, man, I started working by the time I was like 15. So I just kind of took care of my own lunch. If I was hungry, I ate something, you know. Something just felt off there for a second. But you could have the programs where they would give you a free lunch, but we never qualified for that. We weren't that poor. Well, for the longest time, honestly, like I packed lunches. We actually had bag lunches. We took our lunches to school for quite a while. So having sandwiches and that kind of stuff in our lunches that's what we had. So that's what my mom did, which didn't, dude. That's fucking A all right with me, dude. I got to carry around my Transformers lunchbox, dude. So I had my thermos full of fruit punch. Every time I opened the box, it goes, "You got the touch, you got the lunch," I had a Ninja Turtle one later on. Like my first one that I remember was Transformers, and then like that was elementary school. Middle school I had Ninja Turtles because of course I did. Probably. They were probably unhealthy as shit. No kidding. I have some lunch boxes. Did you see my new lunch boxes? You didn't see my new lunch boxes, didn't you? Some cool ass lunch boxes. Oh man. Okay. I have another one. I just don't know exactly where it is. I got a Friday the 3rd, the Nightmare on Elm Street one, and a Friday the 13th one as well. But it's got, dude, like, no shit. Got a little fucking thermos, dude. Dude, it's but it's metal. Oh no. Here it is. Oh yeah. Forgot this one too. Forgot about this one. The trick or treat one. This is the one with Sam. That trick or treat. And then there's a couple of more somewhere around here. All right. The stupid shit, huh? Hey, great, dude. We haven't gone collectible hunting in a while, man. We need to do that. We were gonna do it around. So Friday the 13th was last month. It's this month too, but I can't take this month off. Last month I took Friday the 13th off. My girlfriend takes it off, and we were gonna go hunting and go out to dinner. But since it was the day right before Valentine's Day, dude, everybody was doing their stupid jacked up prices for Valentine's dinners and shit. So we ended up not going. We just stayed home, ordered food, and did a whole lot of nothing. We watched. What the hell did we watch? We watched something. Oh! Gotten a lot better at this, huh, Richard? Fell off into the dirt. I think it's time to go to hit the mountain. Woo! Level up. Level up. Yeah, it's funny as you get to a point to where, dude, I've got 52,000 street coins, $166 million, and I've got tons of cars, and I don't really have anything to spend it on. So you get to that, it was like, oh, the economy. Well, now they've made it to where the economy is just, once you get to a certain point, it's just, but that's not really what it's about. People, that's what, I can go and buy a car right now and tune it however I want to. I've got plenty of fucking resources. That's what people wanted. They just want to be able to buy and tune cars and go. So you just got to play to get to that point. And that's what people don't want to do. They don't want to play to get to that point. They just want to give it to them. Damn. I tried to save it. I almost saved it. Oh, I could have kept going. Yeah. What? Okay, so this is obviously... Okay, it's like, shit, this is still going. Woohoo! Squishy. Always squishy. Yeah, and you know the thing is Blade Spirit's just got nerfed too. Isn't that some shit? Isn't that sad? Blade Spirit's got nerfed. Maybe they thought it was doing too much damage. I didn't think so. I thought they were just fine. This is what you get for us making them static, you fucking bastards. We're gonna nerf them. Yeah, what are you using? Are you not using any other form of don't the no, the shadow dudes shred resistance, don't they? So they do have damage reduction. Okay. No, Shadow Dude, Raise the Dead. No, Raise the Dead. So Raise the Dead is what the one I was thinking of. Your Living Shadows. Reduced tower gets damage. So living shadows do damage reduction for 2 seconds. I was thinking of Raise the Dead. Because Raise the Dead shreds resistance. Are you still having HP problems? I think I was sitting at 22k on my warder when I had signed off earlier, level 100, with no min-maxing to numbers. So no augments, none of that shit. But I do have some equipment that gives me some vitality, so... You gotta find the vitality rolls, man. Get out there and find you a vitality roll. Bigger rating of vitality. Get out there and find it. Oh, fuck, I lost it. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, so I get off of Total Chaos last night, and Crystalis got an update. They have fixed the ultra wide problem, so it is now, and they made the game harder, dude. So they had a major update for Crystalis, and they made the game harder, extraordinarily harder. Apparently people thought it was too easy, I guess. I mean, I didn't get too far into it, so I don't really know how it got. But I was looking like everything has been adjusted. I'm like, holy shit. Oh, but if I clutch kicked it, I probably would have done it. I mean, I don't know. Like, in all honesty, it's like it seems like it wasn't really that difficult, but it seemed like it was trying to be more focused on puzzles. But the combat's got a cool and interesting mechanic to it. You know, the fact that your ammo is your blood, and you have to sacrifice your life for ammo. I mean, damn it. Interesting concept, you know? But apparently they made it to where all the enemies were like, it just didn't matter. So they made it harder, I guess. Like, a bunch of enemies got like increased health, increased damage, increased speed. The amount of blood it takes to reload the pistol, it takes more. So yeah, they did some. I might just have to go back and start from the beginning since I didn't get too far into it. Yeah. God damn. All right. Oh no! Rich over here using abbreviations like HP in a stream with cars, talking about hit points instead of horsepower. Hey, dude, my one of my cars and one of my cars has got 1500. Well, it's got I think 1200. And CarX Street racing online. My Mad Max mobile's got a bunch of fucking horsepower. This has got, dude, I don't remember. This one's got 800 something, I think. I don't remember. It's built for a C4, so. This has got 349 horsepower, so this is only running 350 horsepower. These aren't the high horsepower tuned cars. I don't have a whole lot of those. Most of the high horsepower cars are, I think the 500, 550 was usually the range that I kind of liked for most of the drift cars. But my race cars, like this has got almost 800. My race cars have got some, I don't think I have anything that's got it. This one's got almost 700. This one slides really, it's really slippery. I haven't done any real racing in a while. I think all my race cars are fucking stuck in the bottom. Where's the, well, I don't know. I don't remember. Where are we headed now? Ooh, yeah, third gear. Be fast! Yeah, that was wrong. That was wrong. So I'd have looked at you 3 times and then turned to my girlfriend and said, "You see that? You see that? Who the hell wears a typo negative shirt these days?" I know you're fucking somewhere else. God, I'm just not. I did not like typo negative. I'm sorry, dude. They were so cringy and just. I was not a fan, dude. Peter Steele could suck my balls. He probably would. Sorry, I just didn't, dude. I just couldn't. I didn't like him. But to each their own. And then I had a buddy that was obsessed, and he listened to nothing but typo negative. And I am not joking. Nothing but typo negative. It is all right. The story basically was him and his ex-girlfriend still lived together, and she invited me over and he wouldn't leave. And all he's sitting there trying to get all buddy with me, talking about typo negative. And then before he leaves, he goes, "I know you're here to fuck my ex-girlfriend." I was like, "Yeah, so why don't you fucking leave?" Oh, them the days, huh? Them's my 20s. That's kind of an asshole back then. That dude was a prick, though. Like, he was a straight up fucking prick. I did not like that dude one bit. He was friends with one of my buddies, and dude, every time they'd be like, "Hey man, we're gonna go," and I'm like, "Dude, nope, absolutely not." I was like, "I don't feel like going out with you guys tonight. Sorry." And then the next day I'd hear, "Oh man, we almost got arrested last night." But I was like, "Yeah, you guys, that's why you don't go out with you idiots." I was like, "Because that motherfucker right there does illegal shit all the time." And it's not like I'm gonna go drink and drive. It's like I'm gonna go break into the cemetery and somebody's grave kind of shit. I was like, I don't want to have anything to do with that kind of shit. Go on. We're 20-year-old fucking men in their 20s breaking into cemeteries. Come on. Man, I bet he'd be a TikTok star. I don't know, man. I actually thought that here's what I think about it. At first, I thought social media was was fucking cool. I was like, oh man, this is awesome, blah, blah, blah. You know, the way that we could just reach out and do whatever the hell, you know, all the stuff that we can do. Yeah, well, we should have had a limit on who the fuck can use it. Not only does it show how stupid people can be, it shows how stupid people really are from what they're consuming. It's like, I mean, oh my God. So I heard an interview not too long ago with Matt Damon, right? That said that they were supposed, like, they made a new movie for Netflix, right? And before the whole movie was being made, while it was being the writing process, yeah. Look. But they said that Netflix asked them to write. They wanted, like, basically they needed plot points that they needed to hit. So check boxes for, like, in the first 10 seconds, you need this. You need to do. They had to go by guidelines, and he's like, absolutely not. He says so. Basically, these companies are starting to write movies and television, knowing that the audience is going to be on their phone. So they're dumbing down what they're giving us because people can't get off their fucking phones. I have to repeat shit, yeah. They said that you need to have to repeat at least 3 to 4 times throughout the episode or whatever so that people can remember what the hell's going on. Just in case that they might have missed something. Yeah, dude, isn't it crazy? So they're starting to write like this now. Powerade. Or was it Monster? It was energy drinks. Dude, actually, I thought we were going to go towards the Wally situation. Dude, we're going more towards the Idiocracy. Not Wally. Idiocracy, 100%. They might have been fucking lazy and shit in Wally, but they didn't look like they were fucking slobbering stupid. What it was, what thing I was watching it about was this girl that does, like, face dancing is what it was about. And this guy's like, and I'm just sitting there while this guy's talking about, he's like, what the fuck is this? And she has like 7.7 million followers. And she's just making stupid faces and lip syncing. That's it. So it made me think about the shit that they were, in Idiocracy, when they were on the TV and he was scanning through and all the stupid shit he was watching. Right there. And the fact that 7.7 million people are following that, yeah, it's some scary shit to think about, man. Oh no! Ooh. Ooh, that's tough. That's a tough little section right there. When you gonna get you a wheel and come and learn how to do that? Oh, and do that, I guess. Now, hold on. Did you do drifting or did you do a power slide? Or did you lose control of the car and flail around and just accidentally caught control of it? Oh no! Keyword! I was thinking about seeing there was a guy I was talking to the other day, and he says they're out here and going out. They got tracks where you can rent drift cars and you get to go out on one of their tracks. So a lot of people actually say that it is harder to drift on simulation. Well, on this level of simulation, if you're in one of those like crazy ass $30,000 fucking rigs that bounce around and shit, we're not talking about those. We're talking about the ones that, you know, sit static. But they said because you can't feel the car, that it's actually harder to learn on those sim rig than it is on in real life. Thought it was good point. I mean, it makes sense. Because I mean, I'm going to tell you the one thing that I know when I fucked is I could feel it in the wheel. Like, damn it, I know I fucked up because I could feel my tires in the wheel. So I could just imagine if you could feel everything, like the way the car's shifting and everything. Once you learn how to read all that, oh yeah. Go out there and make an ass out of myself. He'd probably give me some fucking beat up 350Z to throw around. I'm gonna tell you what, man. There's sometimes, dude, this game is just doesn't get enough love on how good it looks. Why does he keep hitting that? Oh. Okay, hold on. Uh-oh. Yes, I know I disconnected it. A little harder when you can't see the rear end. Go into an area that's a little bit more wide open. Yeah, see, it shouldn't be pulling that e-brake like that. I don't know why it's doing it. I pulled it there. I didn't pull it there. I didn't pull it there either. So this thing's starting to act a little funky. Oh, that was not the e-brake. I have no idea why it keeps doing that. And you know, this handbrake was nice, cheap, and it works, but I might be seeing why it was so cheap. But I don't think it does it in any other game but this, so I'm wondering if it's a system in the settings. course you did. So I had a message in YouTube's chat today, or dude in YouTube's chat today, that one of the first things he said was, he goes, "Man, I love this game, but the Grim Dawn forums are toxic as fuck." And I was like, you're not lying, dude. Oh my god, you're not lying. I was like, I stay out of the forums, dude. Oh yeah? Uh-oh. Spill the tea, Wretched. What happened, dude? Okay. That still doesn't mean I don't know what happened. So set the stage. It was 2 years ago, and all through the night, we were all playing Grim Dawn until there was a big fight. Set the stage. It was about a fucking bit. See, man, when people start to, yeah, man, it's over a build. That's so silly, man. I don't know. It just made me think of that shit last night. I was like, you know, it's like anytime you try to talk to anybody about Grim Dawn, it's always like that. It's always like that, dude. The only person I can seem to talk to in all reality about it, and it don't get like that, is Renan and Hamill. Well, I guess I don't really talk to too much about Wrecked. I kind of leave Wrecked out of it because he got his, you know, most of the shit about it was they were clout chasing more than anything else. And, you know, I don't have anything against Wrecked at all, so. But I just never really, like, discussed builds with him. I discussed some, like, you know, gameplay stuff, like, with Season and stuff like that, but I never really discussed builds, and I never used his... I did that doctor thing once to his, just because I was curious what he thought about a fucking crazy MI build that I was doing, and he didn't understand it. He completely took the points out of the one thing that was the MI was doing, and I was like, okay, these guys just don't understand what I'm doing. I'm not trying to make super meta builds. So after that, it was kind of like, all right, you know. It was that lightning gunner that I did a while back ago. The lightning pistols that use storm toad, or the napalm blast, the lightning napalm blast. You remember that one? The lightning grenade and the lightning napalm, or mortars, lightning mortars and lightning grenade. Yeah, so one of the MIs was changing one of the items to give him the skill to give it shred. And he looks at it, the first thing he does, he takes all the points out of it. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. I was like, no. I was like, he doesn't understand what I'm doing here, so he's just, you know, he's got this one-track mind when it comes to that kind of stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not giving him flack for it. It's just he's got that one-track, like, meta min-maxing mind. And there's just the creativity behind the build isn't, I hate to say it, but it's not there. He doesn't have, his builds are just too old. They're not creative. I mean, but I get why he does it. I mean, it sounds like I'm throwing shade at him. I'm trying not to. His builds are very to the point and solid without any room for creativity. And I think that's why the MIs were so cool, was they allowed for so much creativity within the build. And I think a lot of people waste that mechanic. No, but that's, you know, a lot of times, I've never gone out to a season to win. I've gone out to the season to try out the new builds, to see the new items, to see the new shit. I didn't care, dude. I'm not a blaster. I have a real job. So, I enjoyed making stupid little builds that made no sense, that actually worked, you know? Yeah. I mean, so the first like couple days where the race is fresh, it gets kind of exciting to try to get up on the boards. But after like the first week, everyone's kind of settled in, and you're gonna see who's gonna stick around and who's actually gonna be on the boards. So, but that first week, I get it. The first 2 days, it's, you know, the first 2 days is always kind of. But then, you know, it also, it's like, you know, oh, I know, like fucking, what was it, a long dude, fucking 2 seasons ago? Dude, I think they played in shifts. I think there was multiple people playing that. I know there was one Russian guy that was doing that, but I don't think it was long. Where they were playing in shifts. I mean, for a community season, that's a bit much, dude. Oh, dude, so wretched. I was watching. Do you watch Iron Pineapple's videos at all? Before I even get into this, I'm just going to ask you, do you watch Iron Pineapple's videos? Have you watched this newest one? Oh, you haven't. Their section on Neo 3 was so hard to get through. He brought 2 people in that have never played the game before, told them to ignore the mechanics. You didn't need to engage in all the mechanics that the game has. And I'm like, what? Why would you tell anybody to ignore the mechanics? They were playing 3 co-op. They're like, this game's playing it. They're like, oh, this game's not too bad. And I was there was like, well, this game's a lot more difficult than you guys think it is. And it's just that you got this one dude that is just, he's licking his own balls about, I beat Shadow of the Urn Tree holding my 2-month-old. I'm like, you want a fucking cookie? I was like, what? If you're that good, then you shouldn't have any problems engaging in the mechanics. But then he goes, no, I just find the one thing that works and do it. I go, so, okay, that's what it is. You find the one thing that works and just do that. You don't play the game. It's getting me in a nutshell. So the people that he had on there, dude, I just couldn't. I'm like, oh my god, dude. The girl tried to make jokes. He didn't even understand. It was just, it was a hard section to get through. And it did not show Neo 3 in a decent light at all. We're basically just shitting on it. Just shitting on it. Oh, dude, yeah. So his videos have gotten a little. I mean, he's blown up. Don't get me wrong. He's blown up. I used to watch him. Some of his earlier ones. This one that I watched today, 4.5 hours long. So they're getting like that now. So, but you know, people like that Steam dumpster diving shit. I honestly think he's got a few takes that are bad. And he's got some players on there that are decent, but these two that he had on this one, I think his idea was okay, you know, try to bring people that aren't familiar with the series in and get what they thought about it. But it just, yeah, they were bad. PC, is that old school gaming? Yeah. So that's why I told you about that channel that I watched about the dude that went through all the old Super Nintendo RPGs. And he was kind of like a younger dude, so it was a little different to see his perspective. Considering that the games that we thought were awesome were basically just the fact because that was the only thing we had we had back then. I liked it, dude. But so that was I kind of just watched. He's got a whole bunch of stuff. I really just went in and watched the NES RPGs, and I'm pretty sure he finished the series because the last video he put out was Zelda. So, but he also said that Seventh Saga was one of the hardest RPGs he's ever played. I disagree. No, I disagree. It's not. Just get the wizard. Get the wizard. And then it's easy. It's broken easy. No, it's not. Okay. No, I know. But so what I did in that game was, so what they did is if you died, you just went back to town and you lost half your money, right? So what I did was if you kept walking, the monsters would continuously spawn. So I had one of those arcade sticks because of course I did. I revved it down with rubber band, so he was always walking against a mountain next to a town with auto attack on, and just did the fights. When he would die, he'd wake up in town. I'd go back out and do it again, and just let it do it. I'd get it set up and go off to school, and by the time I get back, he'd still be alive. I'd be like level 40. So I might have cheesed the game. Well, man, I was a crafty little fucker back then. Yeah, I didn't over level. I just hit a certain level and got that and stayed there. And I don't think the thing was at that particular level that I was at. I think I played through like the majority of the game and only leveled up like once or maybe twice. So I played that game when it had a little bit of age on it, so I kind of looked up a few things. I was all into the magazines, getting magazines and shit. You know, I loved my Game Pros and EGMs and shit. I had stacks of gaming magazines. No, I don't, that's not true. Didn't Working Designs do some shit to their games that made them more difficult over here versus Japan? They did. Absolutely, they did. They're known for it. That and their translations, where they would sneak in jokes and stuff into their translations. Yes. Into their RPGs and stuff. Yes. When they localized it for English, they changed some of the difficulty in it. Yeah. They made some of these games harder. Like there was one where you had to pay to save. You didn't have to do that in the Japanese version. You had to in the American version. Lunar. Lunar was harder in the States than it was in the original Japanese release. I don't think it was a mistake. I liked it for what it was. I thought it was a good SNES RPG. It was a lot better than a few of some of the other games. I mean, it was nowhere near on the level like of Secret of Mana or Chrono Trigger or, you know, any of that stuff, but it was also a lot earlier than that stuff, so... So what game are we playing tonight, fellas? I've almost at 2 hours. That's about all I've got in me when it comes to drifting. Okay, what game are we playing tonight? Lunar? No, dude, Lunar wasn't made for kids. Lunar had some pretty heavy topics in it, man. It might have been cutesy anime, but it wasn't made for kids. No way. Wretched, your own game suggestion, man. Pick a game. You have 5 minutes. You want Last Epoch tonight? Okay, all right. I mean, it's not, I can do that. It's not late enough. Sure. That was quick. He said that quick, Kivitz. Did you see that? It's almost like when I asked you and you go L and S. We can do that though. It sounds good. It sounds right. I gotta fucking take a leak and I'll go outside and take a smoke break real quick, do all that good shit before we start. And I gotta get it set up on the other side too. So I'm gonna take a quick break then. Nah, dude, no, that's fine. I was actually kind of thinking about that earlier. I was like, maybe I start it tonight. I mean, it's a little over 2 weeks until the season starts, and I've got a lot of refreshing to do. So hold on real quick, dude. I'll be right back. All right. So I mean, dude, I had to take a leak badly. I just started dancing over here, and there's nowhere to dance. So, what was I gonna say? No, LA's fine. Let me get the YouTube side stopped over here. So let's do my signing off for it. So, all right, guys. Well, that's gonna do it for the CarX Street tonight. Looks like the vote was to go over to Last Epoch for the rest of the night. So that's what we're gonna do. So appreciate you guys hanging out for this session of this drift session in CarX Street. You guys come back and hang out. We'll see you later.